Hello Internet, this is Angel from Mod My Ride, bringing you my first episode of MMR car reviews, the only car reviews that focus only on the exterior of cars. So first I'll be sharing my thoughts and opinions on the exterior designs of the car, and then we'll be discovering its potential with Photoshop to modify things like the wheels, colors, adding parts, removing parts, you name it. So let's get started on today's car, the 2019 Toyota Avalon, the car that gave me the idea to start this series. So let's talk about the grille, because there is no getting away from that. That is one of the main things you'll notice about this car, especially on the white version of the car. It stands out, it's bold design. They even say it themselves on their website, daring in every detail. I'm not sure if every detail is daring, but that front grille is definitely daring. Basically, like the whole bumper, the whole front bumper is vent, or should I say grille, because most of that is not actually a vent. These headlights are pretty cool. Wheels are quite interesting. Quad exhaust tips on some trim levels, not all of them come with quad tips. Interior design we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk much about the performance. We're here to talk about the look of the car, because to me that's one of the most important aspects of a car. So we gotta know if it has potential or not. Now in this color, the car looks very classy. It looks more like for older people. So the 2019 Avalon starts at $35,650, 2232 mpg, nothing too impressive. Here are the colors that are available. Take a look at some of the other angles. Side view, and here is back. So again, quad tips do not come in all the models. These lights are pretty cool. They kind of look like they're inspired by Lamborghini as well. Not a fan of this tiny spoiler. It looks kind of like the 2015 Dodge Charger spoiler, but much smaller. Here's a good picture that shows you the two different grille versions. So as you can see, this one's more like a honeycomb, and this one has a lot of lines. And also that one has the chrome trim. So this one's more like a subtle, classy look. This one is definitely the more daring design. I'm not a fan of these wheels. I definitely think these wheels need to be blacked out. Here's another look at the headlights. Those are pretty cool. And by the way, there are two versions of their headlights. This is the one that looks more like Lamborghini headlights. There is another one that has like 3 parts to the headlight. So here's the other headlight that I was talking about. This one has like 3 pieces. I don't know how to explain it. I definitely like the other one better. So here you get to see the comparisons of the different models. Let me zoom in for you. Okay, so that's the XLE. I'm assuming that's the base model. This one has the lines, really basic wheels. Hybrid version has the blue logo. I think that's the only visual difference. XSE, black window, black side view mirrors, better wheels. This is the honeycomb grille, which I'm more of a fan of. Hybrid has different wheels, and again the blue logo. The Touring Edition, okay, that's the one that has the Lamborghini inspired headlights. I definitely like those better. And then the limited edition is the one that has the lines and the chrome trim. And they're all available in the same colors. So overall, I'm not a huge fan of this car. I do want to see what it looks like custom. Maybe that'll change my mind. I'm really curious to know if this here is a real vent, because if it's not a real vent, that just looks very inefficient. Like air is just gonna get trapped in there and slow the car down. So curious about that. Oh, so here's the version that does not have the quad tips. This one has like the fake tips, which I hate. I think it's definitely not going to be for everybody. You're going to have to either love this car or hate it. if you're gonna go for a bright color, you're gonna see that grille very easily because it's gonna contrast. But if you go with a darker color, then it'll kind of blend in. It won't be that noticeable. So these darker colors definitely look a little more classy and subtle. While the white one is definitely like right in your face. Everybody's gonna talk about that grille. There's no getting away from that. So you're either gonna love it or hate it. Let me know what you guys think about that grille down in the comments, because for me, I'm kind of in between. I'm not too sure yet. So let's go ahead and get some of these pictures into Photoshop and see what we can do with it. So here's the first image that I'm gonna start messing with. So first things first, I definitely want to change these stock wheels to gloss black and see how that helps. And then we'll try out some new wheels and probably lower this thing. So there is a rough preview of what it would look like with the stock wheels in gloss black. Now I just did a quick circle around them, darkened them, because it was going to be way too much work to select every piece of these spokes. So there's a rough preview. It already looks much better. Look at the difference. So let me go ahead and quickly do the black roof and we'll see how that looks. Alright, so there is a rough preview of what it would look like with the black roof. Already looking much better. Look at that before and after. Here's one of the things that bugs me about this car and any car that has this issue. So when the roof pillars do not line up properly with the windshield, you get this weird look when you have a black roof. You see how this doesn't, like, this is not a nice curve. This really bugs me about the car, but nonetheless, it does look much better already with this gloss black roof and gloss black wheels, which I know I did a terrible job on. So now let's go ahead and see what it would look like with a black hood. Alright, so here's what it looks like with an all black hood. Now it actually does not look that bad. I'm curious to see what it would look like now with this little piece black, so that it all connects. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so there we go. I'm also not a huge fan of when the hood has weird shapes like this, but we'll let that slide. And if you were to do a black hood on this car, I think it does look better if you connect the hood to the grille. Huge difference already. Look at the stock form. Bam! Looking much better. I think I need to darken up this the hood. Okay. Now I want to try a different version of the hood in black. So I'm going to connect this line to this line, which I actually kind of got the idea from this picture I found on Google. So when I searched up 2019 Toyota Avalon custom, this is the only one I can find that was actually custom. And I think this is a dealership did this and was trying to sell a car like this. So actually looked quite interesting. It definitely has more of a Lexus feel with this style. They also did the black pillars and they left the chrome. I wish this car would have been lowered because that wheel gap is kind of nasty. So let me go ahead and try that on this and see how that looks. Alright, so here's what it would look like with part of the hood black and part of the fender black. In order to get that to line up, because if you don't have that, then it'll look like this, which also doesn't look that bad, but I think that looks better. So I'm actually quite liking this. This looks a lot more like a Lexus, but like with a much bigger grille. So before I change the wheels, let's see how this would look like lowered. So these are basic things that you could do to this car right after buying it. You wrap the wheels, wrap the hood, wrap the roof, and wrap this little piece and that little piece, and then get some lowering springs or coilovers, if they even make them for this car. So let's see what that would look like with stock wheels just lowered, and then we'll go ahead and switch the wheels. Wow. Okay. Now I'm starting to like this. Look at the difference. Now, most people aren't not gonna slam their cars. So let's raise it up just a little bit. Whoop. Monster truck. Okay, let's not go that high. Back to stock height, which is there. Now let's slowly lower it as it add airbags. Oh, too much. Try that again. Probably too much. Okay, now it's definitely time to get some new wheels on this. Damn, okay, it's starting to look much better. Definitely looks better than that. Let's take a look at the difference. Wow. What a difference. Looks much better. I think that's all I'm going to do to this picture. I'm going to go look for another one and we'll go and see what else we can do. Alright, so I stole this picture off the Toyota website and I chose the red version because that means I can easily change the color of it to colors that are not available for factory. You could do some really light colors as well, or very bright colors. Alright, so here I have the rear of the white version, and I want to check real quick how the taillights would look if they were blacked out. Alright, so here's how they would look if they were just slightly tinted. It's probably like 50% darker. If they were to be completely black. Does look pretty cool actually. Very interesting shape. Alright, so I got the red version now. Definitely looks better with smoked taillights. Now let's see what this looks like in different colors. Alright, so there's how it would look roughly with these clutch wheels, which look pretty good on it actually. Now I think the last thing we gotta do to this picture is lower it. Alright, so there's how it'll look lowered with custom wheels, and I'm actually really liking these colors. This car has some potential actually. Now that I've done this, I'm hoping I see some custom ones out there because this thing has quite some potential. So I'm curious to see how the future looks for this car, how many sales there will be, and how many people in the custom car community will have one. So let me know what you guys think about this new Toyota Avalon. What do you guys think about the stock form? What do you guys think about this custom one that I did? Here's the comparison again, completely stock here, and there's my custom version. If you have any ideas for other things I should do to this car, let me know. And if you plan on buying this car and you want to see how it'll look in a certain way, let me know and I'll definitely make that edit for you. Just send me a message on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you so much for watching my first episode of MMR car reviews. I plan on doing more of these for any new cars that are coming out. So let me know what car I should make another episode on. I would love to make more of them, but I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying them. If you guys have suggestions, also let me know. Once again, this is Angel from MMR. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next video.